Good morning, YouTubers. Another beautiful morning here in central Newfoundland. The middle of May. Next weekend is the big long weekend. Victoria Day, May 24, long weekend. Everything's finally starting to dry up here a little bit. Doing a bit of gardening. The robins are back. Nice to hear them singing in the mornings and in the evenings. We just got back off our boat trip last weekend. And as soon as I got home, I got a call about an 84 big red for sale that a gentleman over in Glenwood had in a sea can for at least 10 years. So you know now I had to put the big rush on and get over and have a look. Yesterday it was pouring down rain. So I pretty much just went over and got it and done a quick once over and came back here and dumped it in the garage. So let's have a little look. '84, that's the first year shaft drive of the big reds. Before that they were high and low Ruxel with chain drive. And the 200E. So that's a 200 ES. Electric start, reverse. Original fenders, which is great. One thing that I did want to zoom in on, and yesterday when I was looking at it, is them rear ends are very, very difficult to find parts for. So if you see any welding or anything or gear all coming out of them, it's probably better off to leave them where they're too. But this one seemed to be okay. I said I wasn't going to have another one, but just for that reason, the lack of parts. But it's original paint on this, still on the chassis and stuff. Like you say, it's not 100%. You know, it says the barn fine, sea can fine, whatever you want to say. But it's not running because the gentleman has misplaced the keys. So that was the reason why I probably got it for the price that I did get it for. Now, it wasn't a screaming deal or anything, but we got front and rear brakes. Bonus, huge bonus, even a foot brake. As if you know these machines, the stud usually lets go from the frame and then you get rust. And it's just a chain reaction, but look at that frame. For here in Newfoundland, I guarantee you that's pretty good. And I haven't seen one so dry as that. There's usually always a little bit of oil weeping it around the head gasket here, or especially the top pan here, valve cover. So it's promising. A few little nicks in it. The fenders has been repaired back here. Tires are dry rotted. One is just, they're holding air, but front one is fine. And these front ends are another thing. They're a nightmare. Like I said, the only year that they made them with this setup. We had them when we were younger. They would all separate here. And you'd be a little bit wild and try to haul a wheelie on them, and the axle on the front tire would come right around the ground. They would separate. So, front rack is there, the headlight guard. The windshield might have to come off or be lifted. Still has the cover and everything on the 12-volt connector there. Choke. Even the boot's not cracked up on the headlight. Throttle's not seized. Check out this tank. Gas left on. Check that out. There's nothing ever been touched. There's never a bolt ever touched on this engine. As you see in here, hard to see, still got the little indicator for the for the neutral indicator. High, low, and reverse. Knob is still there. Nothing's stuck. And it looked like to be the original battery in it, but I got a new battery there to go in it. So we're gonna have to get at that ignition. I do have an ignition there, but it's an aftermarket one, so I'm gonna unplug that one first. So what I was doing then before getting this video was just going through the old tickle trunk and the parts inventory here to see what we have. Now the parts are missing off that rack. It's a little bit loose. So we were looking out in the back garage and we found the sit clamps and we actually found the rubbers. And I got a tail light here, assembly. Just ordered the lens at Honda. You can still get them lens if anybody's wondering. You can still buy them OEM. So the bulb and the connectors are on that, so that's going to replace this here. Probably going to use the original bracket. No welding on the axles, which is great. The exhaust is good. So I had a battery there for another project actually, brand new. Better go in it. And when I come across stuff like this in the old tickle trunk, it's nice to do up a little container or something like this with a Ziploc bag or something wrapped up good so you can put in there for storage, because that's something that periodically spark enhancer. This box usually gets a high resistance and you start blowing spark plugs. And if a spring lets go on the CDI, well, she's going to shut off. So just a quick fix, couple spark plugs, way to go. Only thing goes wrong with them usually. And I wanted to show you another little hack. The original tires on that machine is 25 12 9, and we said that they were cracked up, so I had these out there off our 250R project. I don't know if you've seen their other videos, but they might be a little bit too low. The aspect ratio is 22. See, they don't look much lower, but yeah, it is 2 inches lower. So maybe I won't bother. So I had another brainstorm. Don't happen very often. But these are hubs of an 86 ATC 250R. And I'm sure you guys are probably aware of this, but the same spline for the axle on 250R is exactly the same as the 84 Big Red. So that means instead of using the original hubs, these here hubs will fit the newer Honda style 4x100 bolt pattern on the new rims. So I got some dandies over here, some 26 1012s. So I got a lead on a couple rims now, just regular flat black steel rims. to mount them tires on. These hubs will go on that axle each side, 2 hubs. And we'll see if we can't fit the set of 26s on the rear. Because this is the budget thing that's going to be used up in the country for work and stuff, so that's going to look pretty dandy. Still going to keep the originals. We're going to go ahead and mount them 22s on these rims, just for spares. So anyway, I wanted to get a video before I got at it. We're not sure if it's going to run, but the compression is good. Now, no doubt that cylinder's dry. So we're going to push her back in now and stick that battery on charge. Pull the headlight and unhook the ignition. So we'll see if we can get it running. We'll see in the next video. Hopefully we'll have her ticking and popping and smoking, whatever it's going to do. Maybe she'll be, it's supposed to be low hours, so we'll see. I'm pretty optimistic here today. Anyway, thanks for watching. Over and out.